recently, and it's not been fun.
Yeah, I've been there.
I said that recently, but it's more like last week. Alright.
Alright.
I'm all set up. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Or welcome to, in this case for Kelly's side,
Hi.
the Midnight Zone. This is going to be a series that occasionally returns, with different characters every time, different scenarios. That's more suspense horror based. That's generally what we're doing. The last one, and for Kelly's side, if you all didn't see it, was Drowning Waves. It was a Cthulhian type suspense horror set entirely on a boat out in the middle of the sea.
Which, for my side,
really
I
good,
was invited
really
to,
fun.
and then I got ignored.
I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot I asked you for that one. I'm just being completely honest.
It's cool.
I just forgot. So yes, my bad. Regardless of that though, that is what the Midnight Zone series is. And this is, for me, the second episode. For Kelly, this is his first experience with this. And with that, let's take a deep dive into the intro, shall we? You don't have to play anything, because I already had it set up. Let's do this.
Oh, this is cool. And also copywritten as fuck.
Space. A place entirely unknown and undiscovered, where beings from among the stars hide just out of view. Questions of their existence rest on the minds of many across the globe. Have they ever been to Earth, or are they already here? Sightings and reports depict many different scenarios. We ask ourselves, what lies beyond the veil of our galaxy? All shall be told and uncovered as we all walk together into the Midnight Zone.
I'm sad that the door
Transition
didn't
to the
open
house.
and actually, show
Okay.
zone logo, but that's okay.
Now, with that introduction out of the way, I'm going to kind of adjust some stuff. You all can see your tokens, correct? Or do you need some help with that?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, we don't have our names, but yeah, I can see.
Why are the names changed? That's weird. Well, this is what I'm here for. This.
In a rickety old cabin house here in some buttfuck nowhere, Oregon. Here in the Pacific Northwest, it is a rainy day, as it always is in fucking Seattle.
Your name is so long, Frankie.
You could have just put Frank Norris. You put Sam, where it's not just Sam. His name isn't Sam. It's like Samuel Norris, but he just goes by Sam.
Sam Norris.
Samson. Is my full
Samson
name.
Norris. There you go.
Samson Norris. He sounds so unique.
What? Why you making fun of my boy?
Okay. Here it is. Okay, thank Google. I was like, how the fuck do you spell Squirtle?
Oh, it's Squirtle. Okay, I'm about to say. I thought you were trying to be like, how do you spell Samson? I'm like, wow.
No. I was trying to get the dog's name to show.
Also, Squirtle's not that hard to spell either.
No, my brain was malfunctioning. It's okay. I get it a lot. Anyways, so to kind of get you guys to understand what's happening on the map itself, what I'm going to do is, if I can, I gotta familiarize myself real fast just to make sure I know what I'm looking at.
Go into the whole house.
Yes, you do have an entire house, but you'll notice the map is like spread out. It's actually a second storied house.
Actually, I can't tell because I can only see one.
Yes, I'm about to make that a little easier. Because I had thought I had set it up for you all, but apparently I did not. Let me see what this does. Did that do anything for anybody?
No, but I kind of like the idea that I can only see into the room.
Okay, interesting. So that only did it for me. All right.
See, I can look around the hallway if I peek.
Yes. Here's what I will take, allow you guys to do, is kind of take your moment to bring your characters throughout and familiarize yourself with this floor of the house. Feel free to do that. Because you guys have lived here for a while, you would be familiar with the house and the space you are currently in. At least that's how I would feel it.
I'm assuming this is a staircase.
Sam, no! Sam, no!
Ah.
Okay.
He's escaping! Sam immediately jumped out the window.
Out of the window? Jeez, dude!
I thought I saw fog.
Sam has escaped containment.
This is an awkward build for a house, but you know what? I like it. We're here for it.
What's funny is I
don't think
looked
he's
at
over
like
here.
what?
Oh, yeah, okay, there we go.
You keep going through the windows, my guy.
Wait, is that a window?
Yes.
Yes.
The door's to your left.
Oh.
He saw the window icon, was like, "That's a door."
I genuinely thought it was the door.
It's really funny. All right. Now that you all, I assumed, have explored this house or this area.
Fuck no, I haven't. I've been
You
jumping
haven't?
through windows.
You couldn't. The only place I couldn't be was upstairs, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'll get you to that. I wish they had like a thing where you brought your token and it would teleport to somewhere else, but once I do that, once everyone's explored enough and they understand their like generalized area, I'll transition everyone.
Ugh.
All right.
Okay, this is okay. Here we go.
Yeah,
That's
the upstairs. That's I will be taking you all to here in a moment.
Oh, okay, like overlays, so now I can see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, I'm good now.
So I'll slap you guys together and then just transition you over to here.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
This is the second floor.
Oh, we're mums and
So
dad's
feel free
room.
to once again
Oh, we're not supposed
explore
to
the
be
little
here.
area, familiarize yourself with the house that you live in. This is your home.
Their walk-in
Stop!
closet.
Don't walk out the windows again, by the way. This is
falls
the second
to
floor.
death.
It's dangerous if you do that.
What? What? Huh?
What?
Mom and Dad's room doesn't have a door.
It doesn't.
That's not really how they build houses, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, I already know. I found out the hard way.
Oh god.
Frankie. It's so the parents have easier access to their children.
What?
Wait. Oh, okay. So this is how you go downstairs.
Yes.
We
this
share
is
a
that way.
bedroom? We couldn't afford another room in this house.
Mom and Dad's
Funny.
closet.
We
Ooh, I
only-
found
we
my
only
Christmas
have-
gifts. I knew Santa wasn't real.
Damn it, why'd you ruin it for me?
My God. All right.
I can't tell if we're poor or not. This is like a fairly big house, but at the same time, there's fucking nothing here. like,
No, they're rich. They just skimped out on our room.
Yeah, like
They built a-
we share a bedroom. There's only one major bathroom, so like the master bedroom doesn't have its own bathroom like it normally would in America, and they don't have a fucking door. They're just down
The
the
heck?
hallway like monsters.
I found a closet.
Yeah, we have a 1-by-1 closet.
Yeah, you have a little closet.
And then we have to share a closet too. We have to share that 1-by-1. And then
Sure.
above all that, like whenever mom and dad are banging, like it just bounces all right off the wall into our bedroom. You know, like we just have to experience that shit.
Your bedroom has a door. You don't have to, like, peek while they're doing it.
No, but it goes underneath the door frame because there's nothing else to stop it. Okay, doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness. All right. Now that you all have
I
familiarized
basically
yourself with...
live downstairs. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, that's funny. Now you all have familiarized yourself. Stop moving your tokens so I can grab them, please. Let's yeet your guys' selves back over here. There. Place yourselves where you so choose. On the couch, because you guys will be watching TV. All right. So, to give you all a brief understanding of why you are in this house currently. As it stands, your parents have left for the weekend. They will be back Monday morning, but they have, at least stocked the house with basically everything you guys will need. They know that you guys are at this point are very capable. You mean you've helped them throughout this existence in this farm for your entire lives. You all are very capable children. With Frankie being in his 16s and Sam being in his 14s. Sam being just a few years younger, is still quite knowledgeable on a lot of things that he can help with. And Frankie, you yourself are very physically capable, helping your dad a lot more with the machinery when it's needed. But for this specific scenario, your parents have left for the weekend on a little vacation just down the road.
Afford a vacation without an extra fucking door.
What they are doing, and what they have told you, is they have left for a small hiking trip, because they are basically doing an anniversary honeymoon thing, and they just wanted a couple days to themselves. And they said they would be back, and they would be bringing you guys souvenirs. And while this was happening, you all know that you have a general like home phone, ones that are like stuck to the wall. You can call them if you need to. You all know their number.
What year is this? Is this 2005?
Yes, it's early 2000s.
Oh, gross.
You also
Blackberry.
You also know that if you wish to, if something bad happens in the house and you call 911, they should be here pretty quick, because a smaller county sheriff's place is like a mile or two down the road. This is not a very big location, and there's barely anything over here, but this is a farm, and a farm needs its local protection pretty often when you have people that occasionally come to try and steal crop, which is an unfortunate thing that does happen in
What
places
I'm
like
hearing
this.
is we got at least one motherfucking gun in this house. Like real
Maybe.
Americans.
With that being said, however, we pick up in our specific house that you all live on. Middle of the night, and the TV has been showing your, the TV has been showing, give me a moment.
God, Sammy. Reruns of SpongeBob
Apologize.
again?
No, you're not watching SpongeBob. By the way, I apologize. I had to quickly run and spit. My nose was having the moment. I've been sick. Forgive me. Okay.
You're not forgiven.
But what has been happening is you all have been watching one of Sam's favorite TV shows. Show that comes on once every week, but they have been reluctant to record it over tapes. Known as Midnight Zone, where it showcases these very interesting and scary, somewhat scary scenarios, such as invasions from above, or specters of the dead, when the damned, or creatures from below. This kind of stuff that has always interested Sam a lot through his time of being alive. The unaware and unknown is always amusing, and sometimes things that are a little bit more creepy, a little bit more scary, have always interested Sam a lot more than Frankie, unfortunately, has. Frankie, you yourself, you are watching this kind of stuff. It does not interest you in the same fashion and facet. The stuff you find strange that your brother likes this kind of stuff. You find it creepy, you find it unnerving and unsettling. It is very strange that his habits have led to this, and you know that even your parents don't like this habit that Sam has. And told him
What?
to do it. But
Cody, your microphone's cutting out.
Spectrum!
Cody,
Spectrum!
it's the fucking spectrum.
Spectrum.
It's both of you. Kelly, it's you too.
What? It's me too? What?
It's both of you. It really is Spectrum.
It's only. Oh, I guess it is, but
Give him a moment.
it's only for
Give him a moment.
Discord.
Is it on Discord?
Is it Discord?
I mean, it's not doing it for my stream. We'll see. Yeah, my stream team's fine. Well, hello, everyone. I don't know what's happening. Hello? Awaiting endpoint? What does that mean?
Interesting. So yeah,
There we
Spectrum
go.
died for a moment.
Oh, Spectrum did die?
Just yeah.
For me, it was
like-
only Discord. Discord was the only one that had a problem.
It might have been just Discord then, because like I had left Discord, like the call and tried to join, and it took forever for it to reconnect.
No,
I was like,
it
okay,
did for
this
me
is-
too, evidently. But like, my stream's perfectly fine. Like, didn't drop a frame.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna turn my fan on and hopefully get some air going in here. I don't know why, but
That's
like,
not gonna help
my room
Discord
is-
run better.
No, but I'm burning. I have my freaking air conditioner running on high. I don't know why it's barely putting shit on.
Man, Frankie, didn't they start making this show in like the 50s or something?
Yeah, but I still like it. That's not the voice I'm using. Yeah, but I like it.
I bet you would like all that kind of stuff. Or like, what's that? The one with, no, I can't, can I curse? I'm 16, I can curse.
Yeah,
the-
you're
the
16.
one
You also
with,
live in a fucking farmhouse.
The one with the guy with the ears, the Spockers or something.
Star Trek?
Yeah, that one. From like the 40s or the 50s. I think that was also 50s.
Yeah, I record it every time it comes on.
Can't believe Dad lets you watch that. I mean, he watches it too, which might even be worse. He's
Nah,
at
he's
least
just a
doesn't watch
goofy
this
guy.
kind of stuff.
As you all are watching this, you notice that the TV begins to kind of flicker a lot. You notice that your pet dog, Squirtle, who is a pretty big dog, not like super big, pretty big, kind of begins to like lift its head up and look around a bit while this happens, and then you notice the TV, it seems to almost stop working. Static begins to fill the screen, the air, and your show seems to have stopped entirely. All you hear is this repeating crackle noise and the occasional beep of it trying to reconnect, but it is unable.
What the heck? I'm gonna go over and I'm just gonna start messing with the antennas, trying to get a signal.
Hey, what time is it? I wanna like, do we have like a clock or something? Because those who don't remember, TV actually used to stop at a certain point and resume at a certain point. It would stop at 1 a.m. and it would resume at 6 a.m. Little history fact for
In
you
this specific
kids.
situation, it is 10 p.m.
Oh, then no, that's
It's actually a
not
little
normal.
late for you guys. You guys normally wouldn't be staying up this late.
I guess farmers.
No one's here to stop us.
Who's tending the farm? Not us, eh?
Give me a moment.
Leave me a message after the beep.
Forgive me. Yeah. Of
And
course,
I'm just gonna-
after we start, my freaking nose starts to run. I better go catch it. All right. You were fiddling with the antenna, Sam, and as you do, you see the image on the screen, though very staticky. It starts to kind of fix itself, and you see that same logo of the show, with the door opening and closing, But you notice at this point, as you're fiddling with it, the image seems to be stuck on a loop and doesn't seem to be processing it correctly, and the noise still static and the occasional beep. It just doesn't seem like it's coming back.
Well, uh, I'm gonna kind of admit defeat here and realize, dang, it won't go through.
Hey, look. You just ain't doing it right. Here, give me a second. I go
Hey,
up to
you
it,
give it a shot.
and I smack it. Damn it!
Yeah, the age-old method. You do. You smack the side, and you actually get an interesting response. When you do, you hear a very high-pitched weaning noise, as suddenly you kind of cover your ears for a moment. It was sharper and louder than you had expected. And as it does, the channel almost seems to change, and it cuts out the static, and you hear very clearly, "Watch out for the night skies. There's possibly some interesting weather happening." And then it cuts back to the static as it seems to get back to that weird looping it was doing before.
I guess it's on the fritz.
Yeah, must be broken. But I think we got some VHSs around here, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to remember where the VHS tapes are, because I totally know that.
You don't need to roll for that, man.
Oh yeah, they're in these
I
drawers.
did mine as a joke.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait.
You go back.
Mom told you not to keep recording your shows on those.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. What's a VHS gonna do?
They have things on those VHSs, dummy. What are you recording over? Uncle Bill's
Recording over?
Uncle Bill's wedding ceremony? Oh no, that's fine. You can record over that.
Yeah, you remember in that specific wedding, they had dressed you up specifically, Frankie, highly, and you yourself thought you kind of looked like a clown.
No, yeah, you could definitely record over that one. Yeah, that's fine. Was this Garfield movie? Oh yeah, God, you can record over that one too.
Oh, I was wondering why there was pictures of my uncle during the TV show. I thought that was weird. Let's watch it. And I'll pull it out, and it's reruns of SpongeBob season 1.
Okay, that we can agree on.
Yeah. As you do this, you attempt to put something else on TV before you remove yourself from the space of the dresser. Both of you. I'll move. Yeah, sorry. Both of you are kind of like right next to that area. Suddenly, the lights in your house they begin to almost flicker, if you will. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, not that smart. They begin to flicker, and suddenly you all begin to hear something. Sharp wind. And then you begin to feel the whole house begin to shake.
A tornado?
Uh,
Already?
You notice
Tornadoes don't
The
really
TV
happen in
completely
Oregon
cut
very
out.
often. To the bathroom now. Get Squirtle, go.
Squirtle, we gotta get the bathroom.
he jumps off and he follows behind you two as you all rush to where you are going. And
Yip, Squirtle.
just before you fully reach, you notice the sound seems to stop. The house begins to stop shaking, and you notice Squirrel kind of stop, and he's kind of like following behind you. He's looking around. His tail is tucked between his legs. He seems to be very scared.
What? Is it storming or not? And I'm gonna kind of go over and I'm going to open the front door just to check and see what the weather's like.
Back door.
You look outside, and when you do, you know that this is the back of the house. This directly leads to the farm field and further down the barn that your dad would store a lot of the equipment and some of the animals. And I would actually like you to roll me a perception check.
Can I look over his shoulder and be like, what the what?
Yeah, you can do the same if you want.
I feel like I'm a little bit more. I am not more perceptive. Damn it.
You might be more lucky.
Oh yeah! Can't get anything out of
This
these
idea,
eyes.
Frankie, made you also want to look. And in this specific case, your height does you some more justice. He is a little obscured by the railings of the outside steps. And when he's trying to look over, he doesn't really, it's hard for him to see, especially with it being nighttime, but you see something a bit different. You look out and you see out in the barn, the door is open. You know it was shut. Dad always shuts the barn door. But what's weirder than that, there is this bright spectral blue light emitting from the barn, and you see it zipping back and forth inside the barn itself.
I'm just gonna close the door. I'm just gonna slowly reach over Sam's shoulder and close the door slowly.
What? Did you see anything out there, Frankie?
Sam, could go to the phone and call Dad. That maybe one of the neighbors is over doing some work on the tractor. No,
Called Dad? Okay. What
Yeah.
for?
Ask him if he told anybody to come check on us or something.
Okay.
'Cause,
DM, where's the phone in this house?
So you know the phone would be in the kitchen. It would
Okay, I
be,
know
in
the
this case,
phone.
right over here.
Because good old Frankie over here, I'm trying to rationalize this in my head. That I know likely he would have told us if someone was going to come over and check on us, or at least do work, especially in the middle of the night. But,
Yes.
I mean, what else could it possibly be? It has to be someone welding or something.
You know it is very strange for anyone to be at your barn. What makes it even weirder is the only real access point are two gates. The one you are currently standing in front of, and one that is further out in the middle of the fields. And with that natural 20 of a perception check, maybe out of instinct, you glanced at the gate itself. You noticed it's still shut.
It's not going to hop the fence. That's not impossible.
What is that number specifically? Is
That's
that a
my-
random number?
No, it's my phone number, dude. Call it.
I don't know if I want to.
Audience,
Doxes
feel free to
himself.
call me.
Hey, to be
That would be
fair,
wild.
it wouldn't be that bad.
Imagine
Hey.
he doxes himself.
I answered the phone, and what do I hear on the other end?
Squirtle, come.
You do.
Come, Squirtle.
And you begin to type in the numbers, and you put it to your ear. And at first, you hear like the normal dial tone or the dial-up sound, and then it immediately cuts to static. That same just sound you had heard before from the TV, but in a similar sense, it is now kind of playing through your phone a little bit. It's obviously a different form of static, but it is very similar. But what's weirder is, as you were listening, there's this faint noise that's playing in the background of it, and it's hard to make out what it is. But it almost sounds like something is screaming. It's weird.
Frankie, the phone's not working.
What?
It sounds like. Here, just take a listen.
All right. Get out, move.
You do. You hear the same thing, the static. And then beneath the static, this faint, almost sounds like scream. But as you listen into it, you also note that once again, you hear the TV down the hall also making this noise.
I'm going to immediately clear number with the pound symbol, and I'm going to type 911 ring, and I'm going to just leave the phone.
You do.
So I guess the assumption is that it won't work, even for him at this point. But he's got to try. So he knows that the police will send somebody regardless. So what he's doing, he's going to call and then just let the phone down. Not hang it up, just let it down and walk away.
Sam, you put in 911. What's going on?
Tim, we lived our entire lives. Does any of this seem normal to you? Sure, TV being on the fritz is one thing, but the phone as well?
This moment, you all begin to hear your dog pacing down the hall. And then you hear... Bark! Aggressively, it's barking at the door.
Gordon?
And then you hear it.
What? So
Cody Spectrum
currently
again.
I hear the Terminator.
Yeah, Cody, I'm sorry. I know you got a thing lined up, but it's Spectrum again. Cody, is what's happening in the game happening in real life? Like, are you living this? Are you living this right now, Cody?
Cody?
I think he is. I think he got probed by an alien.
Is it just Discord?
Oh shit.
Is
Hello,
it just
we
Discord?
good?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Do you want to use
My
Skype?
stream says it's
Hi.
fine.
Voltec calling. That's what it did
So-
for me too.
I'm going to restart my Discord. I'm going to fully restart it and hope that helps.
I mean, is it
I'll
happening
be
to
back.
me or am I good too?
Oh wait, it says I have an update ready. That might help. I don't know. I just tired of this happening, so I'm gonna update my Discord. See what happens.
Technical difficulties.
Do the first technical difficulties.
Hello.
That was
Hey,
fast.
you're already back. Jeez, I never had
Yeah, that
Discord
was. It was
reload that
quite
fast.
literally an instant update. That was a little wild, if I'm being honest.
I was getting ready to
Makes
like
it
act out a
weird.
whole scene with Sammy and Ranky without you.
What's weirder is the reactive stuff is glitching out. I'm gonna
Are
leave.
you actually living this scenario in real life? Like, did you like
Alright.
goosebumps your way into this?
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna let that do its thing. It doesn't really affect me much. It's just being weird. I will turn this down for now, or turn these off. It's just. Oh wait, did it fix itself? Hey, we're fixed. Okay, we're back to normal. So. So you all are sorry. I don't. So what part did it start glitching out?
That's when we got
We're
to the
running
dog
down the
barking.
hall, and yeah, we know he's barking. We don't know for literally any
Yes.
reason.
You said
As
he was
you
barking
all
at the door.
hear-
But that's it.
Yes. You hear him barking at the door, him pacing back and forth, and as you all dart down the hall, again the sound of this harsh wind, and then followed by the quaking of the house around you as it begins to shake. The pictures on the wall and begin to bounce off the walls almost entirely, but this time it's much rougher than it was. And the dog is still barking. As this happens, something else occurs. A light, similar to what you had seen from the barn. It beams through the house. The windows all covered by this blindingly bright blue light. This spectral, pearlescent almost. And the door frame itself is lined with this light, and you see the dog just... And he's scratching at the door ferociously, trying to get out.
Samson is immediately going to lock the door, not let Squirtle out. Door's locked, right?
Yep.
And I'm actually going to go to this other door and check and make sure it's locked, knowing that something's now going on.
You do that. You lock the door. And as you do this, you
Piss,
hear the
I was
TV.
muted.
That's funny. Well,
So-
sorry.
While he's
yeah.
wall locking the doors, because obviously I can see him doing that, and that's a good idea, I'm gonna check windows on the first floor.
The moment you do this, you are astounded by the fact there is an immense blue light peering in, and as this light affects the area around you, suddenly, the power in the house completely shuts down. And the only thing that remains on is the light on the TV and the sound of the phone.
Frankie?
And you all see, by the
Sammy.
way, like enough, or do I need to?
I can't even
just
see
to be
my
safe?
character.
Yeah, I can
Alright.
see the surroundings, but not my own token. Or anything
That's what
around
I'm-
my token.
So what I'm going to do
I know where he is.
let's see if I can do this. I don't know if it's going to let me, but I'm going to try. I'm going to move this back. I'll move this to this. Is that okay? So that puts it that. You guys
I
can
see all
tell
the
me-
light sources.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's see something real fast. I have been given options about this. Tell me if this changes anything. Does it get darker when I do this?
What did you do?
Do what?
Nothing's changing. Okay.
Okay.
I have an option to mess with the foreground. Like I can do this and it turns
Really,
it off. I think.
where it was before was great. We just need to be able to see
Yeah,
our
now you
tokens.
see all these icons. You have to forgive me. This is the one thing I don't like about Roll20. It doesn't have a good, like a perfect light system. I'm gonna put it back to where it originally was, so you guys can see. But what I'm going to do is I should. They're all set to one thing. I'm going to lower their values.
There we go.
That's more like it.
Now you all can see, and everything is just dim. All right. Well, hopefully.
Yeah, it really depends
Well,
on where
yes.
you are, but yes.
Yeah.
And there's the. I'll do this.
Now seeing the light outside, I'm gonna whisper to Frankie. Frankie, I think there's aliens outside, Frankie.
Don't be ridiculous, Sam. There ain't no such thing as aliens.
I seen it. I seen it in the Midnight Zone.
In your
is-
shows, Frankie, from the 50s, where they thought the Russians were gonna bomb everybody.
You're Frankie.
Fuck. Sammy. I'm scared, okay? I got everything mixed up.
I'm scared too, but what I'm scared of is it's aliens, but I don't know how they beat the aliens. Every Midnight Zone that I ever saw, they got taken away.
You're
And
saying
then
that they never beat the aliens ever?
they never beat them. I don't know what we're gonna do, Frankie.
Sammy,
I
take Squid and go upstairs. Now.
okay.
I don't know why I'm turning into Damien.
Yeah.
The accent kind of weirdly came in there for a second.
Squirtle, kind of like looking around, he seems very on edge. You very clearly can tell, and he's following you kind of reluctantly. But you notice as he gets near the door, he starts to. The hairs on his back begin to stand up as he kind of walks behind you, very slowly.
Now, Sam is going to remember where they keep the shotgun.
I thought this was a
Easily
Frankie
enough, you
thing to
know.
go for it, yeah.
You all make your way upstairs. Oh, why did you move back?
I didn't move back.
That's weird. Your token rebounded back to where it was.
Okay.
You all
It's
make
because we
your
both
way
grabbed it
up.
at the same time.
Ah, gotcha. the camera over.
Hey, the blue
Roll,
light's
make
actually
your way
working
up.
on this one.
Yep.
Nice.
At this point, it's very apparent that the light itself is bleeding into your house. Oh, very good, very, very smart. Oh, by the way, I think it's fair to say at this point you both need to roll a d12.
D12 for sanity?
Yes. I kind of
That's
forgot to mention that.
average. That's
Ooh.
fine.
All right.
Oh, Sam's
That's
fine.
good.
Sam being as
Sam's like, I don't give a
resilient.
fuck.
Samson don't give a fuck. But where's the shotgun? I'm tore up about
So-
that. I'm made up about that.
No, roll for it. I wanted to.
Let's have a history check with advantage on this game. You're a lot more observant of the area around you.
Damn it. Yes!
Yes.
I win again!
That's really funny. Well, actually, no, because he got the 17.
Damn it! I lost again!
Frankie, you know your dad is very protective of his gun, especially with the idea of you kids being around. But he also is unfortunately aware that his son specifically Sam is very observant, and has, in many times, always tried to kind of hide things and protect them. And with this information, Sam, you know exactly where he hid it. He hid it in the trunk by the bed. But
I thought you were dead. I was
generally
gonna
speaking,
say he hid it in the barn. Fuck!
no, that would be wild. You know that your dad always locks the trunk.
Ooh, he always locks the trunk. Now, okay. Cameron to Cody here. I do want to chase down the key. Is this you saying don't bother though?
No, this is just me
Really?
reminding you.
Okay,
You can
well,
do
in that
whatever
case-
you want.
I'm gonna
Well,
go
in that
into.
case,
I want to go into our
I'm gonna
room,
see-
and I would like to, because I'm a sporty guy. I would like to dig up Louisville Slugger wooden bat.
I think that's fair enough to say you would probably have something like that.
Fuck yeah! I'm a melee character. You're a distance character. We got it.
So as you all are doing this, you notice Squirtle turn around sharply, as suddenly you hear, as the door down below begins to rattle ferociously and knock. And then, what is worse, is that piercing noise from the TV seems to get louder. The static almost filling the air around you, and the screaming becoming more and more hearable, only if by barely.
Well, seeing as how the trunk is locked, I'm gonna see if I can't figure out where he put the key. I'm gonna conjure up any memory. Maybe I knew where he put that question mark.
And with your specific innate skill, you do remember. But you know that he likes to make sure it's out of the reach of you kids. It is in this room, but you know he has hung it on the top of one of the bed lamps.
Well, I should be well tall enough to grab that. But you have to tell me about it, because I don't know about it. I don't know where it is.
Hey,
I'm gonna bring you closer, Frankie.
Frankie, I know where he hid the key to the trunk. The shotgun's in the trunk, and the key is on top of.
I think it's this one.
You know what?
It's on.
What? Why do you even know where the shotgun is? You know, you're right. Now's not the time. Okay, I'll deal with that. We'll deal with that at a later time.
But there's a pro. Hold on, Frankie. Hold on. Don't get seen by the light.
I'm gonna point towards a window.
There is no window over here,
Do you-
Frank. There is no window.
There's
Across.
a window
Yeah,
across the hall. Frankie, do you look outside when he says this?
I'll probably glance. Sure. You know,
Roll me a sanity. Or sorry, roll me a d12.
damn it, it's getting
As
worse.
the moment you glance out the window, you see that same light you had seen in the barn. Which, by the way, I almost forgot. I probably should have had you roll d12 for that, but we're not going to. I forgot. You see that same light, but this time it is much larger on the outside. It is hanging just above the fields outside the house, and the sight of it alone racks your brain, and you fall onto the ground, onto one knee, holding your head. And in this one moment, you realize maybe he was onto something with what he just said.
Don't really know what you want me to say to that. So, kind of frozen for a moment, but then he kind of blinks out of it, realizes that obviously shit is actually going down, and goes for the key.
I will say, yeah, no, I was thinking about it, but no, yeah, you're 16. You're pretty tall at this point. You look above the lantern.
I have
or
an
the
exact
lamp
height
by
in
the
my
bed.
character bio if you're curious.
Oh, you made one?
Yeah.
How tall did you make your boy?
He is 5'10.5", and the reason, and he's gonna get taller because their dad is 6'3".
Okay, that's fair. With this, specifically, I do think that very easily you can reach up and grab it. Because directly above the lamp, dangling on what do you call it? You know those like backpack clips? Where it's like you pull this like spring-locked little latch and then you can unhook it from things? It's that. But it's attached directly to the keychain and then attached to the lamp. And you grab it, you unlatch it, pull it up and over the lamp, and then now in your hands you have the key to the trunk.
Right.
As you grab this, you see Squirtle just kind of looking around frantically as he walks over and closer to the door, or the hallway. And you see him suddenly go, and you see him dart out and down the hall, barking.
Squirtle, no. Frankie, hurry up. Open the trunk. Get the shotgun. No, Frankie, where are you going?
Opens trunk. Slash me,
You
opens
do
trunk.
this. You put the key.
I drop
into the
key
thing. Your
first and
hand's
then pick
kind
up
of
key, put it
shaking.
into a hole.
You fucking dunderhead. Pick up the damn key.
Your hands are shaking. Fear is beginning to set in. This moment is getting more tense. The air is filling with this sensation of fear. As you fumble with the lock and you drop the key a little bit, you go to pick it down, pick it back up, and you begin to finally get it, and it eventually unlocks. And you remove the lock and throw the lid open, and sitting there is the shotgun itself, but you notice it is what do you call it? It's one of those shotguns where you have to put the two shells. But
Double
it's
barrel?
being
Double
stored
barrel
in a-
shotgun?
Double barrel. It's just for some reason I thought there'd be a special name for that. But you notice that it is currently sitting at that like 90-degree angle to better fit it into the chest. And when you
It's
pick it up,
open, okay.
you look. There is no ammunition in here. In the gun itself.
Well, that's a good safety protocol, but fucking dead. Searches trunk.
Easily enough, you do. You look through the trunk, and it takes you a bit. And in this time, you hear the barking go further and further down the floor. And at this point, you suddenly hear as suddenly sounds like something has attacked your dog. And you hear whining, painful whining, and then you hear nothing.
I pass shotgun to Sam. Armed with my bat, I round the corner in spite of fear, you don't mess with a man's dog, you know.
Sam, while you are holding on to the shotgun, and eventually, I will say, just to help, because I think you glossed over it a little bit, you do eventually find the shotgun shells. There are just a few.
To
It is
find a
very clear-
few, this is really important.
You want an exact number, there are 3 shells in this trunk.
Shotgun. Okay. In that case, while he's rushing down,
Well,
I'm gonna
don't
go
worry.
ahead
You
and
can make one full
put
reload and
two
then
in.
Kurt Cobain yourself.
Jesus.
I'm gonna put 2 in. Keep 1 in my pocket. And I'm gonna quickly rush down after Frankie, while you describe what Frankie's seeing, because he went first.
Before we get to that, you are running down the hall, and as you get to that, you suddenly notice from getting around the corner, you notice a light piercing from below, from downstairs. Something is like hanging around at the bottom of the stairs. You can't make it out, but you know something's down there, and you know that's where your dog was.
Have no fear.
As I'm just gonna, instead of run, I'm going to slowly duck and walk as slow as I can.
Yep.
Down to the entity.
Fucking hell, Sam. So now I have to go.
Yep.
You know, it's
Taking
protective
this
of your
route.
little brother, but you know.
As you get down to this point, you, Sam, you peek. Yeah, ducks under the window. You both duck under the light of the window and you peek down the stairs, and you see. Just so you understand, I'm gonna put this here. You don't see this, but you see the light emanating from it. And you see the tail of your dog resting at the bend of the stairs. And you see this immense bright blue light. And what's worse is the sound you hear. This near constant screeching. Nail on chalkboard. Every time your gaze gets nearer to the source of light, it almost sounds like it gets louder in your head. In this moment, you both need to roll me. Or actually, Frankie, would you also have looked down the hall?
I mean, I'm following him,
You're
so
right
I
there, Nick.
would guess so.
Then you both need to roll me a d12.
Fine.
You guys are doing pretty good. You see this, and there is a bubbling sense of fear, but it is still locked behind the adrenaline that you feel. And the sound, you notice, begins to quiet as it seems to be relocating itself further down the house. As you see the light fade.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to stare. Can I see Frankie's tail still? Not Frankie, you're Frankie. Can I
Yes.
see Squirtle's tail?
You could see Squirtle's tail.
Is he moving? I'm gonna sit here for about 10 seconds.
Does not appear so.
He's not moving. So, I have a change of heart. I whisper to Frankie
For mind, we should hide.
as I duck back under the window and make my way to the only place a kid could think to hide, under my bed. Looking under the
Frankie,
windows, of course.
Once filled with rage rounding the corners,
at the idea that they had killed his dog, or at least taken his dog. Now that the confirmation is there, obviously whatever this is not going to be as easily dealt with. So, in fact, he was going to suggest this himself, so Sam has a great idea, and he follows suit.
Yep. You both rush back to your rooms. The sound now directly below you, muffled. And then you all suddenly hear a very loud, as glass shatters directly beneath, and you hear the sound of what is likely the TV exploding down below.
Sam is just gonna sit right here. There is simply no better option than to sit here and wait for either A, it to go away, or B, it to enter this room and blow it
Sam.
back to Kingdom Come.
Sam, you get in the closet, close the door, give me the gun. I'll do it. I'll sit here and wait.
Thank you, Frankie.
Older brother syndrome. I gotta be the one to take it. I'm scared and I don't want to do it, but it's a have to.
You gotta give me the bat, though.
Yeah. You're right.
As we trade, Frankie, I by the way, Kelly, like, I'm so serious. I don't know how you play D&D. Here's how I play it. Put it in your inventory. Double barrel, 2 shots, and 1 shell.
Are you giving me the extra shell from your pocket, or are you forgetting that?
No, I'm gonna give you the extra shell from my pocket. I'm just going to take that out of inventory and replace it with bat.
As you make this trade, you then hear the sound of the creature from downstairs begin to transfer itself. You hear it moving back down the hall, but then it sounds like it's going further away. You can assume at this point it seems to be heading into the kitchen.
No better option. I'm not leaving this closet.
No.
Dude,
I'm aiming straight at the door. Even if it's a cop that knocks that just whips open those doors, like,
Would
you are
all
saved.
have shut the door
He's
or
getting
left it open? Because you guys left it open just in case.
I would have shut the door.
Yeah, Frankie would have
Just
shut the
logic.
door.
Okay.
It logically would have shut the door, but I guess since we didn't say it, you know.
Yeah.
It's fine. As you do this, you then hear the sound of crashing of pots and pans and glass, maybe the plates, being shattered and thrown around, and then you hear the sound of electricity running, like the sound of like popping electricity, and then you see the house flicker with lights repetitively, constantly, on and off, 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 and then suddenly all the lights in the house burst, sending shards of glass exploding out across the room itself. The lamp behind you, next to your bed, begins to flicker and then burst as the shrapnel of glass explodes throughout the room. Frankie, are you under the bed or are you standing front?
I guess, how soon is this after he gets into the closet? Like, is this like almost immediately?
It is almost immediately.
Then I'm still out. I'm still outside.
And you need to roll me a dexterity save.
I should be good at that. I'm not.
I say otherwise. This catches you off guard because you're trying to make sure your brother is safe. You are unfortunately unable to not really dodge, but prepare yourself for what's about to happen as the lights flicker and then explode, and you are grazed and peppered by this. You take 2 points of damage from the shrapnel of glass. And Sam, you hear this sound explode out into the room. And you hear Frankie almost gasp. Definitely scream.
Frankie, you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm alright. I'm alright. Ah, I have a cool new scar
Frankie.
across my cheek now.
Yeah.
Uh,
You begin to notice something. You're not looking out the window, but you definitely notice that the lights that emit from the window seem to be moving. There is a beam of light that emits directly from it, and it is slowly adjusting throughout the room, almost as if whatever's causing it is beginning to move in a different direction.
Would
And you notice that it's getting brighter and brighter in your room.
I'd like to strategically position myself in the corner here, looking over this
That's fine.
over at the door, like straight shot at the door.
As this happens, the shaking and the sound of the wind begin to pick up once again. As this sensation begins to pick up, the light getting closer to the house. And then it almost seems to pass over the house. You now recognize that it has transitioned itself to the other side as the lights dim around you. And the shaking begins to slowly stop as the wind itself begins to dim down. And while this is happening, you begin to feel your heart beating deeper and deeper into your chest. Roll me another d12.
Okay, not too bad.
Just
I'm
getting
focused.
lucky
I'm
with your shit.
focused.
Oh, you're focused. You're a farmer's son after all. But not every son of a farmer is prepared for every situation. Especially one like this, as the sound from below, the screeching, begins to get louder. As you then begin to notice this faint glow peering from below your door. As the sound gets louder. You then hear, as the door in front of you begins to shake viciously, almost being pulled off the hinges, it begins to shake violently. The windows outside the room itself begin to vibrate and almost involuntarily open themselves up around you. You hear it outside your room, even the one down the hall begins to slam up and then down and then up and then down and then up and then down as the door begins to rattle and shake. And you hear glass shatter as the windows slam down and break. And glass litters the floor of the room on both of the sides. You hear the sound of the door shaking violently. And in this moment, the door opens. But not in a good sense. It, as weird as it can be, the door itself seems to almost be pushed out of place. And, like, almost the door itself is bending. It cracks down the middle. And the left side falls, and the other side of it also falls, but now split in twain, as this blinding source of light fills the room, and you see exactly what's been following you through this. And as you see it, and your eyes make contact, the screeching becomes piercing in your head.
Okay, we get it. Ah, okay.
I'm not gonna play that all the time.
I was like, I was like, I
No.
understand this. I had to take my headphones off because like that sound in the background was so fucking annoying.
It's a pain.
Can you play it for just me? I was actually super into that.
Okay.
I'll play it a little quieter. About that. Is that fine or?
Yes. Perfect.
How you
Kelly, right-click mute tab.
What?
That's
Where?
true.
On Discord then? Where? What?
on on Roll20. This is all playing through Roll20. If you don't like it,
Oh, yeah.
at the top, right click the Roll20 tab and then click mute tab because I love the screeching. Actually, I'm like a huge fan of it. I want you to turn it up. Actually, yeah, that's genuinely uneasy. I
Yep.
like it.
As this screeching pierces and you stare at this thing, I would like for you to roll me a wisdom save.
Me?
Yes. I would like to also ask. Oh,
Fuck.
never mind. Your head is racked with pain.
Yeah.
Your eyes and your ears begin to bleed, and your vision blurs as this light source nears you. You take. Let me do this. You take 9 points of stamina, and.
Stamina.
Or not stamina, a sanity. And you take 2 more points of damage as your brain is aching. Is almost bleeding itself. And in this moment, because of the failed wisdom save, you cannot bring yourself out of fear to shoot. Your hands are shaking, and the sound is destroying your ears. And your vision is, it feels almost as if it is staticky in and of itself. And as the creature nears you, you feel nothing. Suddenly silence takes the room for you. As your eyes, your ears, your mouth, every hole, your pores, everything, it feels like all of it is suddenly filled with blood. As your eyes roll to the back of your head, and your body, unable to withstand what you are experiencing, begins to go into a form of shock. And Sam, you hear the sound of the shotgun dropping onto the floor, and your brother's body hitting it in the same fashion. And then you hear the shotgun go off, and you hear the screeching become piercing, and then immediately quiet down as something quickly scurries out of the room, and then you hear it slam against the back wall of the staircase. The screeching now lessened in such a way that, Sam, you feel you have a moment, if you choose to take it, to see what's happening.
Sam is gonna crack the door open, shaking in fear. Crack the door open to see if Frankie's okay.
You see the light peering in very minorly from the door behind, but you see your brother in the corner, laying on the ground, covered in blood. It looks to be seeping from every single orifice in his body. His face is purely red. His eyes are rolled back and solid red in color, and his mouth is pooling. And directly in front of him lays the shotgun. And you notice that the sound you had heard of it going off was, in fact, what you had heard. And in front of it, and plastered on the wall, is this almost burn mark of something. Something has plastered across the wall in this searing fashion. But you do see your brother, and you do not know if he is alive or not.
Sam is going to shut the door and I don't know what's in this closet, but he's gonna hide under it. He's going to take like a blanket or something, whatever means he has of hiding. He's gonna slowly and calmly try to conceal himself as much as possible, hoping that whatever just got Frankie doesn't know to look under a thing or get him too.
Yep.
Because in this moment, Sam doesn't think that the creature's dead yet. He's waiting for any and all signs of everything to stop. He's not moving. So, what's next?
With all of this happening, Frankie, you find yourself almost in pitch blackness. You are still breathing, though it is hard to do so. It feels like everything within you is aching in pain. You are writhing in pain. You are barely able to move. And from this point on, your movement speed is halved. But you do feel that after a moment, your eyes readjust and you immediately start hacking and coughing a lot of the blood that was within your lungs. And you see down the hall the creature that had entered and assailed you, almost flashing multitudes of colors. A white to this darker blue to a violent red to a sickly green, and then it slowly is pitching through these colors, trying to become almost less sporadic. You can see it slowly losing that strange sporadic nature and slowly filtering back to the normal shade of blue. In this moment, what do you do?
Me. Feeling the effects of this thing, I realized that attempting attack was stupid, as I don't think the shotgun blast did anything, if I even remember pulling it. So I'm going to slowly drag myself under this bed, leaving a small blood trail.
You do that. Would like for the two of you to roll me a stealth, but Frankie with a -5 to your roll.
You bitch.
You're fucking kidding me. Frankie.
Uh,
Here we go.
oh no.
Suddenly, the screeching picks up again
Okay.
as that blue light once again fills the room. As the creature, almost in a sense of rage, bounds toward the corner and slams into the wall, and you hear this searing sound as it hits, and you see it wander throughout the room, kind of angrily bouncing. Frankie, what you see is the light moving from beneath the bed, and suddenly it begins to slow down and stop in the middle of the room. And then you see it slowly start to head further away from you and over towards the closet as the loud noise gets louder and more ear-piercing. As Sam, the door in front of you, begins to rattle and shake off its hinges as the wooden frame of it begins to bend and bow. And suddenly, in a similar fashion to what happened, the door is slammed open. You lay hiding beneath whatever you can, but it is not enough. The creature almost kicks you out of the ground from beneath this. And I need you, I'm gonna turn this down. I need you to roll me a wisdom save. your head is racked with pain, and fear immensely runs through your system. And the one thing you needed kicks in. You're still holding the bat, and you swing.
I sure do.
The first thing you notice is that it does impact. And the creature immediately drops you and backs and stands and backs away, hitting the wall, and the noise quiets. And the creature seems to dull itself, but then once again back to that rampant flickering of shades. And you hit the ground, but when you look down at your hands, the bat itself is almost seared away. A charred color, and your hands are blistering with pain, as almost as if you have touched your hands over a stove. And in this moment, you'll take 2 points of damage, and I'm going to have you roll another d12 for yourself.
Shit. Oh my goodness, I am so headstrong.
Yeah. You
Like, I've
take
seen
this
this
moment
before.
to see. Yeah, you've watched this shit in the movies. You've seen it before. The creature is sporadic, and at this point, your entire system is purging out any sense of fear with adrenaline. You want to be afraid. You need to be afraid, but it is hard to when all you can feel is rage.
The next thing I do is I can only assume the shotgun is right here. I don't see it, but I think it's there. I'm actually gonna run in, and with this charred bat, hoping it's still hard enough to get a good whack in, I want to charge up to this thing and whack it on the head again.
You
Or whatever
you
it
go to slam the bat.
Do I ever get a turn
What?
again? Like,
If in this moment, if you want to make an action, you feel free.
I've been
Feel
wanting
free
to,
jump
but I
in.
thought we were taking turns.
Okay.
No, butt in,
No, no,
Frankie,
feel free.
butt in.
Feel
Oh,
free.
I would
Butt
have
in.
forever ago. I was like, oh, I guess I don't get anything. Oh, I guess I don't get anything. Okay. So are we letting that stand first? So you run up and hit the.
Here's
entity?
what I will say. We'll rewind a little. Sam, can you
Yeah.
move yourself back a little bit?
Yeah, Frankie, what are you doing while I'm mustering up this courage?
Yes. While all this is happening, after the first swing and the creature's sent back, and Sam is running his mind through all these emotions, what are you doing?
Well, first, when the creature was approaching and got to the door, he was, with great effort because he's injured, and with attempting to still be quiet with said injury, trying to crawl out of under the bed because he still wants to be protective of his little brother. And then suddenly it flings backward. That's surprising. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
So I would presume that the shotgun's actually around here because that's where I was when I dropped it. I'm going to, still on the ground, so I should be fairly covered by this bed. Gonna start crawling over, and this is about the time where you would run out. So it's kind of putting us even.
So about the point where you are right here, Sam. You are getting ready
Right, where
to
am I?
slam you slam the bat against the creature one more time. The colors of this flickering between multitudes of different shades. You see it. Actually, can I actually change its color? I wonder if this will work. Oh wait, no, that's for something else. Never mind. But yes, you see it flickering through all these colors, and you go for another hit, and immediately the bat shatters upon impact. The creature almost looks like it bends, like the light of it bends to the bat, but then immediately repels it and shatters, and splinters fly around you as you do. And once again, your hands are racked with that searing pain, as fortunately you must take another d4 of damage. And in this moment, Frankie, you crawl out of the bed and you make your way to the shotgun, and you have the ability of doing it.
Okay.
What do you do with it?
So you hit this entity, right?
And
That's what
it's
just
still-
happened.
But problem is, now Sam and the entity are right next to each other.
Yeah.
You gotta gamble. Is it a slug or a buckshot in that shotgun?
There's only one shell in it currently, so I guess while I'm not willing to risk shooting just yet, I am going to quickly pop it open, let the used shell fly out, because that's what they do, and pop in the third one.
Oh. Smart.
And I assume it's going to be a full
Yes.
action as reloading, so...
Yes. Because in this moment, Sam, you suddenly feel yourself, similar to before, lifted off the ground. It's almost this creature changes and shifts its color back to a starch red. As I need you to, once again, as this moment is happening and hitting you, to roll me another wisdom save.
Shit. That's not a wisdom save. This is a wisdom save. Oh.
Oh, that's not great.
Suddenly, your head is raked once again with pain, but this time much worse. Frankie, you know what is about to happen. This is what happened to you. As you begin to watch his eyes roll to the back of his head, and he is violently beginning to sporadically shake. And in this moment, I'm going to roll. This is what you take from your sanity.
Frankie. Help.
And you take that from damage.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
Barely coming on.
Pretty damn lucky. And
so
in this moment,
does he not get moved back like I did? I got thrown against the wall, and he got...
he is currently being lifted into the air, dangling from the ground.
Frankie, help.
So how
Shoot it.
distant is he from the actual glowing entity itself?
He is close to it, but you feel that how much he's being lifted off the ground. If you aimed lower, you could shoot him. Shoot
Alright,
it.
I'm gonna from still like on the ground because I can't really stand up, injured. I'm gonna point it up. Let him go, you bastard! And I'm gonna. So double barrel shotgun's interesting enough. Don't have just one trigger. They have two triggers. The second trigger fires both shells at the same time, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh god.
Oh, Lord.
All right. You do. And a sudden loud burst of shrapnel as the shotgun shell fires out. And immediately you are... Yeah, it's a shotgun. You do your best to prevent it from hurting your brother, but it is difficult. Here's what we're gonna do. To make this fair, I need you to roll me a... Let's do pure dexterity. Just roll me pure dexterity. Let's see if you can hold your aim true.
Pure dex,
Because
not save.
Yep.
Doesn't really
dex.
matter.
the shotgun spread is actually kind of tight, but does he have the aim?
Yeah,
does
it's
he
like
have
in real
that
life,
dexterity?
shotguns are actually much tighter of a cone than games.
Yes,
But
but you are
all right,
dealing with
all right,
a lot of stuff.
Cameron, we're gonna need to hype this up because we need this roll to be good.
If you can hear me, I'm giving you a drum roll.
Fuck! You didn't do it hard enough.
No, I didn't push into this.
You were able to hit the creature, but not fully without hitting your brother. As suddenly the shot rings out through the room, and the creature immediately stammers and is flung out of the room, and your brother drops to the ground, but not before noticing what you had done. As another bout of pain rakes you, Sam, you notice your leg has been shot off.
What?
Off?
As you hit to the ground,
What the
and
fuck?
pain immediately goes through your whole thing. As the shotgun, when you went to fire, your body is weak and you leaned up too much. And you hit the creature and the leg. Just barely.
Just barely hit the leg, but now it's off. I don't think you know what shotguns aren't that powerful.
Keep in mind, he's a kid. He's only 14.
This isn't a frag
still-
grenade.
No,
It's a shotgun.
I'm sorry, Frankie. Listen, Kelly, I agree with you, but DM rules. My leg is
Fine,
gone.
DM rules. This isn't realistic. This is a
fucking
D&D.
shotgun.
D&D's shotguns are not that powerful.
I know I agree,
That's
but
okay.
DM's rules.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. You have no leg. You are a cripple now. You're Brandon Stark of
You're a cripple
Winterfell.
now. As you both kind of almost collapse, and the noise, you hear it lessen as it seems to scramble down the hall, and Sam, you slam onto the ground. Your leg is pounding, or what remains. You have lost probably a good portion down from your knee. Not did it? Hold on. Y'all didn't think I meant the whole leg, by the way, right?
You said the leg comes off, so I assume you meant like thigh and down,
No,
like, not
I was
like
more
not
meaning
from the
like
hip.
around the foot area.
No,
It's still not great, but
I knew you meant
Yeah, no.
ankle, but even still, the ankle, that's rough.
yeah, no, that is.
Sam is that's a death sentence. Sam's not gonna live to see the end of the D&D.
You feel your entire body rake with pain, as I need you, Sam, to roll me another d12. And Frankie, as you see this, you also need to roll me another d12. Jesus.
Lord, all these lucky.
Sam is a hardened fucking kid. What the hell?
He don't give a fuck.
Damn,
He's like, ankles off? Hey, I'm just happy I'm alive. Who needs an ankle? I'm alive. It's good.
Just Sam, in this moment, I guess because of that insane sanity rule, Sam's just like clutching it like Peter Griffin, like, ah.
You know what? Because of that fucking like sanity roll, we'll say you lost not the whole like ankle. I will say you lost like a good portion of your foot.
Ooh, pick me, Cody,
Yep.
pick me. Because of how a shotgun spread works in real life, I think I wouldn't have lost anything. I think I'd have holes in me, right? Because it would be.
Well, I would
bucket
imagine
shot.
that if not anything shot off.
It would. Yeah, because listen. If any portion of me's gone, that's a death sentence. I am
Dude,
dead, and
I'm
will not
aware,
accept
but
anything
I
else.
will state, he's firing a double-barrel shotgun in both barrels at the same time.
Well, your choice: a few holes or chunks missing.
I would think, because of everything that's happened, with him not being able to fully control his aim, I do think you would lose a portion of your foot. At least. You are a small person, and shotguns do in fact chunk bodies.
Dude.
So, you slam onto the ground, your foot is raked with pain, and it is sending waves of that same pain up your leg. And Frankie, you watch this as you see what you did to protect your brother, and noticing that you also accidentally hurt your brother.
Well, shit.
If you didn't hear me before, I do need you to also roll me a d12.
I did not.
Right.
Frankie.
Okay, not the worst.
Sturdy ass children.
Look, we're farm boys. We're ready.
Well,
Thanks for trying, but I don't think I'm gonna make it.
This. Who could be ready for this?
As Frankie, if you have nothing to do, I immediately have a plan.
Do you have a plan?
Yeah, yep. Just in this scenario.
before you get to that, you all begin to feel the wind and hear the wind, and that similar shaking as the light from above the house begins to violently shake. To better show what's happening, you feel it now hovering above the house. This is probably going to shine the whole house. You feel the roof of the house begin to splinter and begin to tear as you all begin to see something above the house, almost trying to get in. I wish I could, like, put this somewhere. Oh, wait, I wonder if I can... Let me see if I can, real fast. I'm gonna change this to the light layer. I'm gonna hope that works. I don't know if that's going to. But we're gonna hope that works. But this happens. The house begins to shake. And actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna just put both of these on loop, and we're just gonna have this go multitudes of times. As house and the wind begins to whir around you. The windows on the outside shattered. Their wooden frame begin to very rapidly shutter. This is what you all hear and begin to see. This light billows in from bits of the ceiling itself. What do you do?
Honestly, at this point, what can we do? That's a better question.
At this point, with no better option, Sam is just gonna start crawling his way to downstairs. See, in Sam's head, here's what's happening. Either A, that thing isn't dead, and there's completely no point in going on, right? So what Sam is basically hoping for is that shotgun blast did it. Sam's hoping that shotgun blast did it. So now his only chance of living is to go downstairs, pray to God the stove works, turn it on, and try and cauterize his leg wound. But judging by what he sees down the stairs, I'm gonna take a wild guess that it's not dead.
So, what you see is the orb of light that you had seen that was flickering the rapid colors to it basically give you a sense of understanding that it seemed to be in pain, is now attached itself to the ceiling of the house and is flickering these rapid colors. You can immediately hear the screeching in the back of your heads is much louder now. If you were to infer anything, it almost seems as if it is screaming out for something to come get it. For something to get what's in this house. You recognize that it is screaming for help. As it attaches itself to the ceiling, and you watch as the walls begin to burn around it. But you notice that it does not seem to be going towards you in any way, but is calling something towards you.
We have to get out of here right now. We have a bit of a debate. Here's a quick question for you. What's the distance between this loft right here outside the window and the ground?
From the window, you could stand on the. It's like a foot, 2 foot away from the roof of the roof. But from that, it's like a good 5 to 6 feet drop.
Well, 6 feet. That's nothing. Okay, that's fine. All right. Not wanting the chance going underneath that thing, because I assume you're saying it's touched the ceiling in the stairwell or right next to the stairwell.
Yes, in the stairwell.
Not wanting to go underneath it because it could either see us again or burn us because it's burning the walls. Frankie, slowly, fuck the light. I don't care that the light's shining through. We're beyond that now. He opens the window.
You don't have to. The window's been shattered open.
Fuck it. I take off my jacket if I have one, and I brush the glass away real fast so it doesn't cut us on the way out. And then I'm gonna.
That's fair. That's good action.
And Sam, looking down the hallway, kind of is thinking the same thing. And on his way to turn around, he already sees Frankie jumping out. And I think, yeah,
I need to catch him because he has no hand. He has no leg. Yeah. So I had to go first.
So you do this, Frankie. You sweep what glass you can away, and you make your way out.
I do want to help him from here to get onto the roof.
Yes, you will have to help him.
Yeah.
But the roof, the shingles themselves are almost somewhat slick. It is a little difficult to stand, but you find yourself able to steady. Sam, you find that you need help to get over this due to the pain you were feeling throughout your leg. And with Frankie's help, it is a bit difficult. But what we're going to have you do is I'm going to have you roll a... We're going to say a... we're going to do athletics with advantage because you're being helped.
Athletics with advantage? How generous of you.
This is to be careful while getting over the window and not hurt yourself.
Bullshit.
You don't have a leg, so it doesn't really matter. You're not really athletic anyway.
You manage to pull yourself over, but Frankie he accidentally slips a little, and you fall and land on top of the roof and begin to fall down it the opposite direction of the stairs. Frankie, you can catch him, but I need you to roll me a dexterity save to do so. Or, sorry, no, sleight of hand.
All right.
As you all leave,
So I'm
the
gonna
sound begins to
baseball
quiet.
slide my way down, hits the ground. That fucking sucks, but I got something more to deal with now. And I look up right as he's about to fall, himself, and I catch him with my awesomeness.
Holy shit!
Of course.
You do. You just before he's about to fall off the roof of this little thing, you quickly, with what strength you have left, you reach down and you grab him, and you manage to steady him before he fully falls off.
Can we
And
get
you
a
both are
light
now
so I
on
can
top
see
of-
outside now?
Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry about that. You know what, I'll just do this. It makes things easier. Vision light. How about emit low light? We'll give you like 10 feet of low light for both of you. Up. There.
Oh,
Better?
that was just to get on top of here? I thought we slid down. You said he slid off.
No, you almost slid off.
Oh,
That
he
was
almost
to
slid
better
off and I
describe
grabbed
why.
him. Okay.
Yes.
Alright,
You grabbed him for
alright.
falling the opposite side,
Cool.
where it would have been a much more painful fall. So you guys are
Maybe.
barely dangling on the roof of this porch. What do you do?
Well, I guess I'm gonna slide off the roof first, in whichever direction is safest to the DM.
That would be towards the staircase.
All right, I'm gonna drag him towards the middle, and where it's like a little bit more balanced, and I'm gonna go off, slide as carefully as I can, realistically, to the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll because you are covered in blood.
Yeah.
It's a little slick.
Sure.
Roll me a dexterity save. Easily
Alright.
enough. Just barely. You manage to catch yourself with the railing on the way down and steady yourself back. Your body is raked with pain, you are shaking, but you have to get out of here and you have to save your brother. And
Right, now-
as
now-
you say that, you look
I'm gonna
at
look
Sam.
up and kind of wave him on. I'm not gonna make any noise because I don't want it to hear us. So I'm gonna physically wave him on, be like, "Let's here now. We gotta do it."
As Yep, Sam.
And yeah, I'm gonna slide down and hope Frankie catches me. Okay, Frankie, here I go.
Sleight of hand,
Alright.
please.
Sleight of hand.
Oh, Baldwin. Okay. Alakazam! Fuck. 11. That's a spooky number.
You just managed to catch
I break his fall, but we also fall down, so I have to like stand
Yes.
up for a second.
With that, actually, it's a great reason. You fall down a little bit, and you hurt yourself, but not much.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Sam, you manage to be on the same floor level as Frankie. You now are both outside of your house on the porch, and the light around you all is blinding. Above the house is this immense bright light. I'm gonna actually put it right here.
Oh.
It is piercing how bright it is. Your eyes almost burn being outside, but you two know at this point not to stare in it, and you are keeping your eyes to the ground.
Alright.
What do you two do? As the house,
I
you notice,
do-
is beginning to shake and warble. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
go for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
My bad. I forgot
No,
about
it's
that.
So, I have a quick question. Did
Yes.
our parents leave at least one vehicle here, and where would that be if it exists?
I'm glad you asked, because, yes, there is your dad's work truck, the one he would
Fuck
use
yes.
for a lot of the farming things. However, you know that's at the front of the house.
Okay, but what do
And
I
the keys?
also know that Dad, because it's his work truck, leaves a spare key inside of it?
So, this is more of a question for Sam. I would like for you to roll me a history check.
Alright, so
And because this is your specialty for remembering shit, and you're being helped by your brother, you do with
Yes.
advantage. It doesn't even matter because you're a fucking genius. You know for a fact that it is under the mirror fold on the top.
Yep.
the blindfold thing, whatever the fuck that's called.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You know he keeps it up there. You just have to get to it. And as you are
All right,
feeling this sensation,
I do have a plan.
as you all are beginning to come out with this idea of what to do next,
Yeah.
you begin to notice the house begins to fully shake and bend almost and twist as you hear a sickening crash of wood as you watch as the top of the house begins to almost condense and begin to twist up like it's being pulled out of the away from the house itself. And in this moment, you all realize that you are becoming you're on a timer. You need to go.
Yeah.
However, this is a frightening scene for anyone,
Yeah.
especially so for children. I need you both to roll me wisdom saves.
Wisdom saves. Shit.
Ooh, oh,
Middle of the
Right.
road. That's not too bad.
yep. So, Sam, you are fine. Frankie, you need to roll a d12 and add that to your sanity, or deduct it from your sanity, basically. But this scene is terrifying. The house, whatever is doing this, it's almost like the house is being crushed under it, or being shredded somehow. And this is absurd. And your heart is racing and pounding with this sensation. And in this moment, you didn't notice it before, but you look out into the field. The barn is gone. Shrapnels of wood lay strewn across the field, and that strikes you with immense fear. You all now have the ability of moving, but I must ask, what is everyone's fear level at, or sanity level?
Mine's pretty low. Mine's at 12.
12?
Yeah.
Mine's at 36.
Yeah.
I'm actually still fine. I'm not even uneasy.
Damn.
So
Well, I
I'm
was in the 20s until I hit that 10. So like.
me being a little stronger of mind, I see Frankie. He's dazed. He's lost. He's looking off at something. I don't know what it is, and I don't care. Frankie, what are you waiting for? We gotta get out of here.
Wait, do we have things that wait, what? We have character
I
stuff?
told you about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I told you about that.
Oh, you weren't here for the first one, Kelly. Yeah. Yeah, Kelly, you're gonna roll
I repeated
2d6
it.
plus 2, and you're gonna get that much back in sanity.
Was it R/ or /R?
R/R.
/R.
So it'd be like this.
Yeah, I got it. So more than what I had before, yay!
If you want, in this time, I do think if you wish to do it, you can use one of your own, but you will not be able to use more than these two that are currently being used, if you so choose to.
Alright, I do have one that I want to use explicitly because... Wait, is a background matter? Or is that just, like, generally what you are? I think it's
That's generally what you are.
Okay. So, what?
It's basically better to explain
well,
why
the
you've
only-
been able to do some of the stuff you have.
Well, the only one that I have is Snap Out of It, so I guess I could
That's
also
what it
use
is.
that?
You both have
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
You can use that on yourself.
Oh, I can use it on myself!
Alright.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. You just said it, yeah.
These are the only two snap out of it you guys are allowed to use in this one moment. With that, you can. Alright, there you go. Nice rolls, by the way.
33.
Pretty decent.
I'm good.
Back up.
You grabbed me on my shoulder, and I realized that we're in a lot of pain, we're in a lot of danger, and I just, shit hits the fan. We gotta do. I'm ready for what has to happen next. So, I'm gonna dip into my background. I'm gonna like I am a sportsman. I am the sportsman's son.
You are.
I am the athletic one. You have no foot. I might be injured to hell. I got scratches from the glass. My ears are bleeding like I'm like 11 from Stranger Things. Everything feels terrible. But we have to get to the front of the house, and we're not going to go through the house because that shit's insane. Because that's where the thing is. I'm going to grab you by the arm, put you into a fireman's carry, and walk you around the house to the front of the yard.
So with this, you guys will be moving at 30 feet, and every time we're going to have some fun things happen. So,
Huh?
move yourselves to where you're going.
I guess that's it.
Right here.
You
I
all
don't-
begin
this
to
is-
slowly move. What?
Good, sorry, I just couldn't help but notice the map cuts off here. I hope that's not a problem.
There's a turn down
There,
here.
yeah, there is.
You slowly begin to walk in the direction you need to go, and this sound of the wind and the house beginning to buckle under whatever is above it it's beginning to become more violent and volatile as you once again hear the crushing sound of the house itself, the billowing and breaking of some of the wood. You then again continue to press forward, move another 30 feet.
Good. How do you do right angles?
You
Right
right-click?
click while holding on your thingy and then move it.
So there.
Yep. As you do this, I'm going to go ahead and move our little source of big light guy to the other side. That way you guys can still kind of see up ahead of yourselves. You press forward, and as you do, again, the house, the wood, and pretty much every part of it begins to buckle once more. But this time, you notice wood splintering around you. I need... Oh dear. This arrangement of characters is not a good choice.
What?
The house... Some of the roof begins to fall and land in yours direction. I need... Because, Frankie, you are the one helping him basically move.
Yeah.
You're going to be the one who makes the dexterity save to see if you can get you and your brother out of here.
Fantastic. Better me than him by sheer
Yeah.
odds. Alright, deck save.
Yep.
There you go.
Easily enough. You look up immediately, seeing parts of the roof begin to fall behind you.
I cast
And-
Teenage Adrenaline, and I get to have slightly better reaction time.
Yep. With that, you immediately, you kind of almost lift Sam up a bit, and you move ahead just fast enough for it to slam behind you as the roof begins to crumble, and the walls of the second floor begin to bend and bow outward. And as this happens, you guys get the ability of moving another 30 feet.
Oh, was it that?
Yeah, it's right here.
Yep.
Let me move my camera over. Quickly, the house begins to almost lift and stretch upward in a twisting fashion, and once again, more parts of the roof begin to toss and tumble down. But what's worse is you hear a noise that you are familiar with getting closer to you, as something explodes out from behind the house, as you hear that familiar screeching from before get louder. I need you to once again make a dexterity save.
Ooh.
Because you were trying to protect your brother, you will take the damage of some of the debris.
Okay. Alright, that's... Okay.
With that, you were able to get away from the house with your next movement of 30 feet.
Not really, but close enough.
Yes. As directly behind you, you see that familiar blue glow, but this time it is dark red, and it is racing towards you. Actually, just realized I might be able to change its color. I can. Alright. And as you make your way down, you see directly ahead of you and to your left this gravel pathway, and further down it, you notice the truck, family truck, or your father's truck.
Oh, you mean the gravel
And-
pathway that goes off the screen?
Yes, we will now be in the theater of the mind, if you will.
All right.
You quickly, in this moment, begin to move, and as you do, you both can hear the screeching from behind of the creature from within the house. It is now pursuing. And you move further ahead, the both of you very hurt and injured, but you manage to just reach the truck. And I would like to ask, what do you two do at this moment?
I'm immediately opening the top glass window thing. The thing with the key is I'm grabbing the key.
Let's put he opens the shade blinder.
Yeah.
The key falls out. First off, I put him in the passenger seat. I get into the driver. He points up at the sundial. I open it. Key falls out. I'm like, baller. Grab that, shove that bitch right into the ignition, and turn the key.
Right. Are you all ready?
Go for it.
Ready?
Now we let fate tell the story.
Get into a hospital, Sammy.
I want one of you to roll a d20.
I think you should. You've had better luck than I have.
Me? I do. I do have better luck.
Let's see if it starts.
That's not good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
On your first click, you almost begin to hear it not start. It begins to kind of stall for a bit, but then it quickly roars to life with that familiar sound. And for once from this entire experience, you're filled with hope. As the car starts and you feel that you are able to drive. Driving, however, is something you have only done in sparse moments with your dad. He has attempted his best to train you, because he's needed your help with some things, on some of the tractors. So he's given you early trainings of it. But you've never had a full time to learn how to drive. So this will be an interesting situation.
Frindle. It's a truck, so it's on the wheel. Grab that, pulls down to D. That means drive. Check to make sure that Dad didn't leave on the parking brake, because he's an asshole. That wasn't clicked in. Thanks, Dad. Look at Sam. Sam's still bleeding, but that's okay. He's alive. He's blinking at me. And I fucking ass to grass stomped on the fucking on this pedal. We need to go. We're gone. Insane that like the truck isn't fast acceleration, so in reality it's not that fast, but it feels a lot faster than it is.
You two are injured and hurt, and the movement of the truck is jarring, and it aches your body with every jolt. But you to the best of your ability, you drive ahead. The sound of the house leaving you behind. And you drive. And in your rearview mirror, that red piercing light is overcome with the bright blue light from the skies above. And as you drive further and eventually leaving the lot of your farm's space, whether if by curiosity or of just the wantings to know, you glance, either both of you or just one, up into the rear view.
I'll let Sam do that. Oh, rear view. Okay. I thought you were saying like turn around and look.
Or turn around, it's whichever
Yeah.
you choose. But
I'm gonna turn around.
all right. Then what you witness is, thankfully, the roof of the vehicle obscures the source of the light, but it doesn't obscure what happens to your house. As you watch it get almost pulled into two pieces, and then twist and shrink, and then be pulled up, and it almost looks chunk by chunk, the house is lifted into the sky. And as you watch as the place you knew to be your home is utterly pulled apart, like a rabid animal searching for a mole in the mud. Your house is destroyed. Your animals, the animals you had helped to raise, dead. Squirtle, you assumed dead.
Well, was dead. Like
You
you're like
leave.
Squirtle was passed out. He wasn't actually dead.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He was sleeping. You leave. You drive. For about 10 minutes on a lonely night. On a lonely dark road. The light dissipating into the rear view mirror, and the sight eventually leaving. Sam, you watch as the moment the house is fully dissipated and destroyed, the source of that light just almost leaves. It goes up, and then it's just gone. There's no explanation for it, no understanding of it. And you move. We're gonna, well, ignore that part, but we're gonna stay on this page for this. You drive. And eventually you find yourselves at the only location you know to be nearby, the police station. And when you get there, it is immediate, the reaction of the police. They get to work, tending to you to the best of their ability, making sure you two are okay. They scratch their heads as to how or what happened to you. And maybe in moments of panic, you try your best to explain to them what you saw, but they don't believe you to a full extent. But they recognize that you all are hurt, and maybe something had occurred at the house. They had known that there was supposed to be some bad weather tonight, though it wasn't really seen that much. Maybe something had happened. They don't know. They don't try to know. But they do their best to take care of you. You're taken to immediately the hospital. They drive you personally in their own vehicles to get you there quicker. And you are tended to the best of their ability. And from then on, your parents are immediately phoned, and they are in a panic. Immediately they drive back, and you explain yourselves, explain everything you saw, and they're in bewilderment. Why are you bringing on this crazy story? But then you tell them to go back to the house. And after a few nights at the hospital, you all, as a family, leave and head to what should have been your home. And to the astonishment of your mom and your dad, the house is completely gone. They don't know what you all saw. They couldn't begin to understand. And that entity, whatever it was, forever changes the outlook you have of space, of what is beyond the stars. And in this moment, I would like to ask, what do you all feel? What do your characters do as time moves forward, as the futures roll by?
Sam never watches another one of those midnight Sinatras or whatever it's called again. He's so terrified of not just space, but anything otherworldly. Having been through this experience, he never picks up another one again. He is forever, he's forever less of a person than he was before that day. He he will forever be paranoid as to what otherworldly entities could come for him any day now. Frankie?
Frankie?
On Frankie's end, The day itself eventually becomes a bit of a blur, although the intimate details at least, though the overarching event burned forever. What stings more, at least day to day, all the few years later, is seeing Sam go through wheelchair or eventually, crutches, some type of prosthetic. The fact that even if he wasn't normally athletic, he is the most changed. Where eventually, for Frankie, he went back to basically normal. A few scars here and there, but Sam will never be the same as he used to be. And Frankie was the one, whether on purpose or no, not on purpose, by accident, was the one who caused that. He would hold that regret uh, for a long time. And, despite some of his dreams of wanting to pursue being an athlete for the Oregon Ducks, especially as the family moves to Upper California and slightly away but close to family, uh, away from at least their childhood home and what they originally knew, he feels this odd need to keep looking into other people that have experienced similar things, where Sam has completely isolated this event and doesn't want to watch these kind of horror stuff again, doesn't want anything to do with it. For some reason, Frank can't shake the thought that if they went through this, others had to have gone through something else as well.
With that, you begin to do what you can to research. You see many instances of crop circles, of the iconic little gray men. And it is difficult for you to understand any of this and how it could possibly relate to your existence until you find yourself listening to the radio, where a very familiar channel appears. And you hear that same voice.
Creatures from beyond are real or not is whatever to be discovered in the future. We do not know what exists beyond the veils of the night sky. But I'm sure eventually we will. On the next encounter in the Midnight Zone.
And that is where we end today's episode.
Oh yeah. I would like.
I would like to thank
Wait,
my
wait.
players,
Yeah.
Kelly and
thank-
Cameron.
Hello. Yes.
For having me.
Thanks, man.
Yes. And I would like to thank the audience, though whoever may have joined. I hope this was a fun experience.
It was different. It was cool. Yeah.
It was very interesting. I wish I had not been sick most of this week. I was hoping to have done a lot more prep, but I'd lost a lot of that
I think-
time to being bedridden.
I would have preferred if Discord didn't break halfway through.
Yeah, that too.
But
That too.
Yeah,
But-
no.
That was fun.
that was fun.
That was awesome. Like, especially if Discord didn't break halfway through.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
the whole scene.
Such
of
an
the
immersion
build-up,
break.
It was. I still kept it strong though. I think
Oh.
easily that
Yes, it
ambience.
does.
I don't know if you made it or if you got it, but that ambience like really carried a lot of the emotional
I'm
weight.
sure.
Right. It was just so uneasy. Like it was. This is my. It's like I'm biologically wired to not enjoy that sound. Right.
no, yeah, that
the fucking screeching.
yeah.
I specifically wanted, when I was designing like how I wanted things to work with these creatures, I wanted the idea of something that is piercing to the ears to be like the main sound of this thing. I wanted it to make sense for why it hurt to be around it, not
So-
just in the physical sense, but on the ears as well.
So what I find interesting is I thought this was going to be your version of a allegedly real. So you have to put that in, like story, because there's like those Reddit stories stuff like that. How they're probably not real.
Yeah.
People like write them and they say that they are.
Yeah.
There was one that was exactly this. It was this dude. It was the writer and his brother, who I don't know if he was older or younger, and they were in a farmhouse. They were alone, and they were attacked by things that came out of the corn, and their dog died, and all this other stuff. But those entities were like more like chupacabra kind of thing. Like they were like beasts of the night that were stealthy. So like I was surprised that you went in a very different direction. I don't know if that you took inspiration from that or not.
I had never seen that.
Okay.
My pure inspiration was from Signs, the movie Signs.
Yeah.
I watched that shit when I was so much younger, and it was always one of my favorite like suspense movies.
Fun fact:
And
I've never seen it, but I know what it is.
It's really good to me until the ending. The ending's a little sucky, but that's because in the ending they show the alien and it just looks weird. The CGI wasn't good at the time, so it didn't have that good. Also, they gave it the stupidest weakness in all alien knowledge. Welcome, you come to invade Earth, and your weakness is water.
Oh,
I didn't like
I've heard
that.
of that.
I liked the idea of what I did. I wished I had more time to have threshed it out more, but I just didn't have the time. But the idea of just of something you can't see. It has a physical form. You just can't see it. It's all you can tell is it's this source of light, and that's it. It makes this ear-piercing noise, and it hurts to look at. And the only thing you know is that it hurts to hurt.
Yeah.
It is piercing and searing.
How much health did you have at the end, Cody? Cody,
Oh
you
my
were
God.
playing Cameron.
2 out of 10.
Oh, okay. I was actually doing better than you. I had 3 out of 12.
You
So
have
technically, I
three,
was doing worse
because
because
the
I
fucking
won.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like one bad roll away from just being straight up dead.
I actually liked that you didn't use your snap axe until like the very end. I think I might. I don't know. The other one I think required a lot more of like the mental fuck arounds, but this one was more physical fuck around. So it's like I think for ones that are kind of like this, I might actually reduce the snap out of it to like 1 each.
Yeah.
But on the ones that have a lot of
Well,
mental
I
fuck
felt like
around, I'm probably just gonna keep.
for us.
I don't
Not
know.
only did I forget, or I didn't even know that we had it until then. Thematically, it made the most sense because my character was the most out of it.
Mhm.
But that was the moment where he needed to be strongest the most. So like
Yes.
him snapping out of it and be like, okay, I'm going to carry us to victory if possible. Thematically, that was like the only time I could realistically see that working. Because we were in the light,
it
we
was
were
a good moment.
outside.
Yeah, that was a really like good moment to use it. Like I was kind of looking for a moment to use it throughout, but like there was just so much happening that like I couldn't find a good moment, and that right there just seemed perfect.
It was very cinematic. I liked it. I actually think that might be my favorite scene is you guys getting out of the house. That entire scenario was just so good. Especially because it's like the entire thing is like you can't look at the entity that's chasing you or else it'll hurt. You have to always try and like find ways to like psych yourself up, and try and push yourself beyond what you can't even see. And it's always really cool. And I think how you guys played these characters that once again, so everyone understands, they made within like half an hour. These are characters that are made on the spot.
Yeah.
They slide into them on the spot. And the only thing I ever do to get these characters playable is obviously I give them like base stats and stuff. But beyond that, I give them like a little thing to fill out. It's a very easy, quick fill in form that gets them into the mentality of the characters, and they slid in like that. I love that shit. It helped with this one. It helped amazingly with the first episode, and hopefully with future episodes it'll help again.
I'm curious. In your previous episode, because this is episode 2, right?
Yes.
In episode 1, did anyone survive, or was it just Ethan that died?
Ethan is the only one that died.
So out of how many?
And I'm the only one that
characters?
survived.
So there's only 2 of
So
you.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far,
I like to keep these ones very minimal in players.
I think that's a good thing. But
3 should be the maximum, right? Like
Yeah,
I still like
100%.
the 2-person format.
yeah, but I think it's more intimate. But what I find fun that you could possibly do, and what I guess loosely tried to set up at the end was like if you do a full season of this, right? Let's say the season is 12 episodes. If you get to like episode 11 and it's like totally different characters, a totally different scenario, they're like in like I don't know, Texas, and like they look up
at the end they look up what like has anybody gone through this, and they find Frankie like posting their story, so like it kind of loops around on
Well,
itself.
I kind of actually have a loose continuity with that, and I'm sure
Okay.
you kind of got it pretty quickly. But
I
it
did not.
basically is this show. The entirety of every episode is somehow cataloged in the Midnight Zone that appears in every one of these episodes. Which right now we only have the two. So in the first one, it was a radio show that Cameron's character would listen to. And this one, it was a TV show. And I like the idea of every episode kind of starting as if you're watching something, and then it manifesting in whatever form of media you guys are playing around. I think it's really good. And
Check
with
out the
it
next
ending in,
one
like, a
at the
similar
movie
fashion.
theater, where it's a movie of the Midnight Zone.
Yeah, movie. I actually kind of already have an idea of what I want to do next. But that's gonna be a while because I don't want to do these like very constantly. These are probably gonna be like once a month type of things. But I think this is really fun. I had a blast doing this. I don't know why, but I've been on like a bit of a binge for this kind of stuff. Like this week, I actually got into something. I don't know if you guys have heard of. It's called the Creepcast.
Yeah. I know.
It is a podcast hosted by Meat Canyon and Windigoon, and
That's
it's
awesome.
them reading like these like Reddit horror stories, right? And they're actually most of them are really good. There's a lot that aren't, but most of them are really good. But if you want one that's really fucking good, one I liked the most was this one about it was like a watchtower or something like that, like Tales of the Watchtower or something like that. It was like a multi-part, like 3-hour video, and it was so fucking good to listen to. But it helped me get into the mental state to work on this while I was sick, and it was very good. I think I didn't start working on this until like fucking Wednesday, because Tuesday I was just horribly sick.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, I think it turned out well. Hopefully next time I'll have a bit more time and mental fortitude.
No, stay tuned for the
But,
next
yeah.
one where I get invited and
Yep.
it turns out to be 2 different people. Then I'm in the 4th episode.
Yeah. No, I gotta do that to Cameron now. I gotta invite
There you
him, but
go.
then not invite him.
There you go. Well,
Yeah,
that could be
I'm
your
next up.
that could be your consistent thing, that Cameron is in every episode and he always survives.
He always survives. He almost didn't.
He almost didn't,
Almost
but I got you out. I got you out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you had
twice,
failed
actually.
that dexterity save like fully,
No.
like if you had nat one to those fucking like
Oh yeah.
dexterity saves from the roof shit, he would have gotten hit too. But it was
Yeah.
that, you guys got so fucking lucky near the end too.
Hey man, it's the die never lie.
That's why I liked it. God, the fucking ending with the truck starting, I was like expecting that to be way more intense, but you got it in your first fucking try. I was like, son of a bitch.
You should have
I'm
made
so
me
glad-
roll it, not him. But
You asked
you
him
had the
to.
lucky guy. You had the lucky guy roll it, like Kelly.
not
I'm
only
so
that, but
glad
I
you
was
thought
the
of
one
that.
starting the car. So you should have been like, well, it doesn't matter who's lucky. You're the one who starts it. And then
Yeah.
what was it? Was it a D20? Like I would have rolled it, and then
Yeah, it was
that
just a
would've
flat.
happened. That would have happened. So it's like,
How many would it have taken? Let's see.
So it was like, it doesn't start. Twice. Okay, so it would have
Just
been
two.
slightly more dramatic, but still.
Slightly more dramatic. But yeah. That definitely would have been a make or break moment if you had failed that multiple times. But you managed to get out on your first try, and I think that was good. And I can't wait for when we eventually jump back into it, because I think I know what my next theme is going to be, and I'll keep that just for my players. But with all that being said, I'd like to thank everyone for being here, and like